Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading number 963. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, you can do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to stick around and subscribe, welcome, and thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. So I feel called to mention that for this reading, I am listening to a sacral chakra meditation, and that chakra feels really, really significant to me right now. And for this reading, there is something significant here about what you're passionate about, what makes you angry, what makes you sad, and ultimately, what makes you human, I guess you could say. Getting into interpreting, well, I guess before we do that, we'll talk about 122 and 123 first, because I just looked down the timer and I saw those numbers. And 122 is about how change starts with you. 123 is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason for me. I feel like there's something in your life that is meant to be who the universe intended for you to be, to make a difference, or to help push some sort of positive change. When you push for positive change in your own life from yourself, you're creating a reality that will eventually reflect that back to you. Let's go ahead and get into interpreting the number 963 now. The number 9 is about purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. The word that was really trying to come through was peace, and the letter P feels like it could also be significant for somebody. Maybe there's someone or something here that you need to release or let go or walk away from. Somebody here could be going through some sort of tower moment. Honestly, if you're having problems at home, that is so much more common than it may seem. But you can be the difference by taking ownership of the decisions that you make, and ultimately the future you create, the collective that you contribute to. Purpose feels really significant here, especially when we're talking about the sacral chakra and passion and anger. You really do care about something or someone. You care about many things, so I guess whatever is really on your mind applies. But the number 6 is about self-love and choosing self-love over self-destruction. But choosing self-love doesn't mean there won't be any destruction. Sometimes destruction is good because you have to break things down to make room to build them back up. Even like energetically, in my opinion. The number 3 is about self-expression and communication. With that passion coming through strong, there's something you want to say, do, sing, write, paint, draw, something. Yeah, this number 3 is also about growing and healing. Maybe art or something creative is going to help you grow and heal, or you're going to help others grow and heal, or both, with art, creativity, self-expression, just being yourself, being the difference, showing the world that what they want is possible by being what they want. Of course, has to align with your own values and everything, but I hope you know what I'm saying. I just saw the number 444 on the timer, which is about... the strongest energy that always comes through for me is the presence of ancestors, but it's also about peace and stability and balance, which can be about choices too. Maybe someone here needs to be wise about what they choose to invest in, who they choose to invest in. Do these relationships reflect what you deserve? And is your job about something you're passionate about? Maybe someone here doesn't feel a sense of purpose, and this reading is here to encourage you to seek that out, because I personally believe that we're all here to experience and then use those experiences, I guess, to make things better. I don't know. We all have our own different philosophies and whatnot about life, but I guess I'll share for whatever that was worth. Adding up these numbers, 9 plus 6 is 15, and 15 plus 3 is 18, and 1 plus 8 is 9. Confirmation of purpose and helping the world release what no longer works. There's something from your past, someone from your past that you're being called to learn from, to help you heal, to help you grow, and I feel like expressing yourself is going to be an important part of healing and growing, whether it's part of it, the end result, or both. Someone who's passionate about using their voice or expressing something in some way, and that matters. Your experiences that make you, you, matter so much. 1 second here. Just looked at the timer, saw the number 654, which is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. Can't go wrong with a quick trust that everything happens for a reason. Yeah, like I said, your experiences are important. You experience them for a reason. You're being called to learn and to grow from them and to see what potential that has to offer you. If you can't find it, you're not looking hard enough, you're not doing something right, because it's there. And that's okay. Now I'm going to move into drawing out a few more cards to wrap up this reading. Well, a few cards, because I haven't pulled any, so it's not really more, but, you know. Being Mormon might be significant, or Utah for somebody. Let's go ahead and draw out, we'll start with drawing out a Major Arcana from the Magical Dogs Tarot. Major Arcana cards are more powerful than Minor Arcana cards. Just threw one on the floor. Is this the Sun card? No, it's not the Sun card, but it does have a sun on it. This is actually the Fool. And that circle there, next to the word, the Fool, is about cycles, beginnings, endings. I'm feeling Ouroboros coming through for somebody. Definitely something big is ending. You're finding closure with something or someone, or that potential is there that will ultimately lead to something better, a bigger and better opportunity. And with the sun seeming to really stand out to me, the sun for me represents illumination, and I'm actually seeing the illumination card in my mind's eye that I have in the Prism of Visions tarot that I'm also going to use for this reading. It was the only one that it was the only Major Arcana that I kept with the Minor Arcanas. Before I start talking about those cards, the Fool here is definitely here to signal that someone is going through a big transition, or the opportunity is there, and regardless of when it's happening, it feels like it could lead to something better if you make the right choices. But to make the right choices, you don't have to sweat about them. You know, it's just about trusting yourself and believing in yourself and your own decision making. And if you make a mistake, it's not a reason to not trust yourself. It's a reason to learn how to trust yourself more. If that makes sense. Let me go ahead and draw out a couple of cards from the Prisma Visions tarot here. These will be the last cards I'm going to draw. I have the Ace of Cups. When I talk about self-expression, the signs here are unreal. They are unreal. Butterflies, it feels like they could be significant for somebody. There is a butterfly on this card there. There's really something here about innocence or purity. Maybe if there's something here about childhood or restoring you back to the younger version of yourself when you did believe in hope and trust, not only in yourself, but also in what was possible. Maybe we have someone who is a dreamer, a creator, and a doer. I'm saying that because I applied for a job and it said something like that. But anyways, last card, Five of Swords, which in this reading here is confirming some sort of inner conflict. But there's something to learn, to grow, a new perspective here, some wisdom to gain from some sort of inner conflict that is linked to a big change, transition, or big opportunity. Yeah, even the fact that we have the Five of Swords, the number 5 is literally about change and transformation, transforming as a person. Ireland might be significant for somebody. I feel that the guidance here is to look inward to find the answers that you need and embrace big opportunities, but don't rush into them. Be wise about your decisions too.